All right. Welcome to the Scorched Earth podcast, the sports division. I'm your host, JT, and we are getting ready for the Super Bowl. It's coming up, and it's just a little over a week away, and boy, it's the best of times, it's the worst of times. I love the fact that now we have so many proposition bets. Like I've told you previously, I used to come up here, and literally the only line was the game, the number, and the over-under. And it was terrible. Refrigerator Perry started to turn it, but in my recollection, the first sports book that really started to put props out was the Superbook with Art Manteris over what used to be the Las Vegas Hilton. And now they are just getting more and more creative. I have noticed they have, I would say the Apex was probably about 3-4 years ago. It seems like they're pulling back a little. I went to Circa today, and listen to this line. So Circa put out their props today, and they're on the computer, but I said, do you have sheets? And they said, no, we're not putting out the sheets till Saturday. And I said, well, why are you not putting out the sheets? And they go, well, the odds can change. And I go, well, it doesn't really matter. I'm just looking for a number on what it is, or just a general idea. Look, if it's not 160 or whatever it is, I don't really care. Doesn't matter. So there we go. Boy, there's a glitch here. Please excuse it. So I'm going to give you some of the lines that I saw today at Circa, what kind of impressed me. And the coin toss, heads, tails. Actually, tails is the favorite. It's minus 103. This is an interesting one. The Chiefs Eagles first kickoff a touchback. Yes is minus 310. No is plus 260. That's something I'm kind of interested in. Chief Eagles score in the first 6.5 minutes. No is the favorite at minus $1.15. Take back some minus 105. Everything's a 20 cents line now. You're not going to get any 15 or 10s. It just doesn't work that way. Chiefs Eagles team to score first touchdown. Chiefs are minus $1.15. Eagles minus 105. I mean, really, who's going to get the kickoff? I don't know. It's just those are the kind of bets where I have literally no control. You are literally on a hope and a prayer. This is a Bon Jovi thing, but sorry. Now, Chiefs Eagles first score anything other than a touchdown. Any other score is plus 155. The touchdown is minus $1.80. It goes to show you where we are today in this world. Everything's about a touchdown. I don't know. That's usually a prop. I like to put a little money on the field goal. I know. I usually allocate about 10% of whatever my budget is for that. I like the field goal. I know everybody goes for fourth downs, but that works in conjunction with my other bet coming down the road. Chiefs Eagles longest touchdown. Its over under is 40.5. Now, one thing, if you come to Vegas, shop around. Go to the Superbook, go to Circa, go to William Hill, go to the MGM. These numbers can be different. They absolutely can. And right here we got under 40.5 is minus $1.15. I don't know. I haven't done enough research to see what it is, but to me, it does seem like I would go the over, but that's just me thinking Saquon Barkley in the back of my head. Shortest touchdown's always fascinated me. It's the over-under is 1.5. It seems like the ball is a lot of times between the 1 and 2 yard line. I don't really know for purposes of betting what that means. Does it have to be at the 2? If it's at the 1.5, is it under 2? I don't really know what that means. We got field goals made. Over-under's 3.5. Over is plus 125. Longest field goal, over 47.5. The under is the favorite, minus $1.15. Shortest field goal is under 26.5. That's the favorite. Man, the stuff we get. And these are just Super Bowl props. I mean, on the game. Total touchdowns for both teams combined, over-unders 5.5. The under is the favorite. They're expecting maybe more of a little defensive struggle. A defensive touchdown, plus 270 is the yes. So they're not expecting one. Or special teams. It's just too hairy. I mean, in a blowout, sometimes things happen, but typically, no. But that's a big number. Here's one of my favorite bets. This is a family tradition for me. Will there be a safety? Yes is 10-1. Now, I have seen it as low as 7-1 in most of the sports books. And literally, you've got to go run and get it quick. If this is the way you're going to go, run now. This is one of those things that, like I told you previously, sit out on Saturday night, go out, get drunk, and literally wake up at game time. Because this town will bleed you with the little bet here, bet there, bet there. And next thing you know, you're like, wow, there's my house payment. Just on this stuff that's never going to hit. That's how they make that money. But like I said, I like the safety. Always have. And it has not hit. It is not hit for 9 years. So I like this bet. I had this last year. Go to overtime, plus 900. When you're looking at a line that's minus 1.5, you got a good shot. I mean, you're talking about it's a toss-up game. Now, I'm sure part of the thinking here is if somebody scores a touchdown, are they just going to go for 2 and not risk overtime? Yeah, that's a big thing. That's why this number's so high still. But for me, yeah, I like a little piece of that overtime. Thank you. Chiefs, Eagles, either team, 3 unanswered scores. Yes is minus $1.60. Never really liked that one. It is funny though. That one does seem to hit almost every year. I don't know why. It just does. I don't really follow it, but I got a friend who swears by it, and this guy literally cashes 4 out of 5 years. And you're only laying $1.60. It's really not a bad price. Either team, 4 unanswered scores. Now you're getting plus 300. You're basically saying this is going to be a rout. There's going to be an ass whooping going on. I have a piece of this one. Either team make a 2-point conversion, plus 220. I like that. I think we're looking at teams that are going to be hyper aggressive. Andy Reid really isn't as aggressive as Sirianni, but you know what? You get down, the numbers are the numbers, and they all play that math. They don't go chasing points, they do go chasing points, excuse me. Here's an interesting one. Either team kick off out of bounds. Well, it's indoors. There's really no elements. We have seen a couple of them in the playoffs so far, but my thing is I doubt that's going to happen. It's 10-1. So your take back is 10-1. You got to lay 1,700. Who the hell is laying 1,700 to win 100 on that? Literally, you're putting a gun in your mouth when that happens. Here's the bet I took, too. Game decided by 3 points. I got plus 500. Yep. At the end of the game, just like it was against Buffalo, just kick the field goal. That's when people start to get a lot more reasonable, that's for sure. And finally, on this, we got decided by 7 points, and that is plus 775. I got a piece of that, too. I like them both. I've got literally 200 more props. We'll be going through them in the next week or so. I'm going to have props every night, give you my take on them. Also, if you listened yesterday, we had our predictions for the Pebble Beach. Justin Rose, I had him at plus 675 to get a top 20. He's on the leaderboard. He's in the top 5. We'll see what happens. And like I told you, the thing that people don't tell you when you look at all these models, when you're talking about a place like Pebble Beach, if the weather is bad, forget the whole experience thing. Take that out of the equation. It's the young guys who can handle the weather better. That is the bigger factor. Yeah, I understand a veteran, Justin Rose, may be able to